The only thing British people talk about more than tea is the weather, and we're generally always complaining about it. We've had some very interesting weather recently. It's impossible to know how much to wear before leaving the house.
Where did I... Ah, there you are. Come on. Gotta go on an adventure. You're gonna be late.
Because it can look sunny out your window, but the second you step out the door, rainstorms pouring from the heavens, thunder and lightning, cats and dogs living together, the apocalypse among us, essentially. My hair smells like strawberries right now. That is all you need to know about the storm. Tea's pretty good though as well. I have this terrifying obsession of seeing how far I can peer over an edge. I used to do it a lot as a child and would get told off for it. Well, guess what, Mrs. Haberwinkle? I'm not in school anymore. I can do what I like. I don't know what kind of school would be located on top of a cliff. Maybe a flight school for kids who want to learn how to fly. Maybe. I found myself in London the other week acting one of Stuart Ashens's new projects. I think it's a tradition now for me to be put in a ridiculous wig and outfit whenever I work with Stuart. The director of the project, he came to me, he said, "PJ, your character, I'm thinking he's going to be a gatekeeper." I said, "How about a space gatekeeper? You bet your left shoe that he said okay." And then my character just kind of flourished from there. It's ridiculously funny. I urge you to watch the final thing. There'll be a link at the end of this video. So I've been jumping from project to project recently without a proper break. One of my recent projects involved me spending an hour in a fabric shop and some poor shop assistant cutting meters upon meters of fabric. We've asked for so much fabric. This is the most fabric we've ever used on a shoot ever. We left the shop with over 200 meters of fabric. Do you know how heavy a bag full of 200 meters of fabric is? It's pretty heavy. My absolute favorite thing about summer is when the evenings wind down, all your work is done, and you have a barbecue with your buds.
Hello, Grandpa. Definitely how you break the spatula. Goddamn knife.
There's literally a knife. There's literally a knife. Some mayonnaise. Some
have some goddamn mayonnaise.
Moonage. See, I've gone for some catsup.
I'm going to have some menage.
You having
some
both?
Menage on my bagar.
Ketchup and tapa.
Oh.
Ka-choo choo choo. That's one. There. Some burnt dogs with good chef skills, Jamie. It's glorious, is what it is. And then back onto work. We spent a couple of days filming in a studio with It's-A-Me Milio. He was fantastic, you know. Here's a super flattering picture of me on set. Believe it or not, it's just a horrible fisheye filter that my pocket camera does. Here's a more realistic picture of what I look like. My film Bloom was played at an event the other week in London, which was pretty cool. It's a really weird feeling seeing your work played in front of a live audience. On the internet, when you're watching one of my videos, I'm probably just sitting in my underwear playing Mario Kart, for all you know. But then and there, you get that immediate feedback. You can just see people judging your work with their eyes. It's pretty terrifying, yet exhilarating. What else has been happening? Oh, I've totally designed a brand new KickThePj poster. It launched at Summer in the City a few days ago, and I worked super hard designing it with my magical pencils. And in fact, I actually hand signed the first batch of them. And they're now available for you cool cats at scratchthatrecords.com. And yes, we ship everywhere, even space. Speaking of Summer in the City, it was incredible. I think I'm losing my voice from speaking so much. Can you hear that? Can you hear the coarse horse within my throat? Coarse horse? I'm the coarse horse. I didn't expect to go for all 3 days, but I did, and it was awesome. I did a filmmaking panel with my crew. I did a creative process panel with Dean Dobbs, It's-A-Me Milio, and Pleasant Ryan, and Jamie's face, of course. And I got to meet a load of you guys, and you were awesome. Like, every year it just gets better and better, and I was so happy that I got to meet as many people as I did. I only wish I could have met more, but I physically couldn't. I was so exhausted by the end of it. But I would like to say a huge thanks to everybody who came and met me, and everybody who gave me things that they created with their hands. And thank you so much to Naomi K for making one of the best gifts that I've ever received. This is a handmade replica of Golden the Pony Boy from The Science of Sleep, one of my favorite films ever. I almost vomited with excitement when this was given to me. Ooh, I went to a screening of There Will Be Blood with Dan, Phil, Sophie, Bryony and Wiro. Oh man, it was incredible. There was a live orchestra playing the score with Johnny Greenwood. The actual Johnny Greenwood, he was there. I've abandoned my child! Yep, that wasn't good for the old voice box. And that is pretty much my life recently. I'm actually knee deep in a project right now, so listen out for my inevitable descent into madness in the coming weeks. Cool, see you guys in the next video.